People in Australia were locked in their country. It makes no sense to me why they were locked in the country. I kind of understand preventing people from coming in because you don't want them to bring in COVID, but to not go out just makes no sense to me. And, it's a human right violation. But besides the point, the people who were Australians who did make it out and who at least wanted to make it out were the ones who had connections in other countries. Maybe they were a citizen in another country, or maybe they had some sort of business in another country. The fact of the matter is it allowed them to sort of hop between those grids in turbulent times. Another example is, during the Russia-Ukraine war, if you had ties to another country, you were more easily able to leave Ukraine or Russia and to just get out of the entire conflict, versus if you only were living in Ukraine or Russia and you only had that citizenship and that's where all your ties were, it was much, much more difficult to leave. And this sort of plays out with any conflict. If you're in a country and you don't agree with the conflict or you don't agree with what's going on, you're in a much better position if you're able to leave and go somewhere else because you happen to also be a dual citizen of another country. So to summarize my point, I think we should be optimistic about the future. I'm not here to fearmonger and say that tomorrow is going to be World War III or anything like that. But I do think it's better to have options, and I do think it's better to live on multiple grids versus off-grid and basically be that one lit target in the whole city of darkness.